Hey all, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts 3. Oh, we're getting into the Dark World stuff pretty early here, and if you've played Kingdom Hearts 0.2, you'll have seen a fair bit of the Dark World already. And I'm pretty sure, like, that was entirely meant to be, like, the 3-hour prologue to Kingdom Hearts 3, akin to, like, Roxas's stint at the start of KSU. Would you have preferred that, playing as Aqua for, like, the first 2 to 3 hours, and then switching back to Sora to emphasize how desperate her struggle is?
I don't know. I mean, you have a few things with that. By leaving it out, you do kind of miss on some character development with Aqua that does kind of come into play later on. We'll talk more about that when we get there, or their lack thereof. But I think they wanted to avoid another situation where you were playing as a completely different character for like 3 hours of a prologue. And I'll be honest with you, I thought I would probably think that'd be kind of annoying too. So it's not too bad that they left it out.
In almost no time at all.
Man, Riku is fucking tall as shit. You put him next to Sora. Sora looks like Donald Duck in comparison.
Now might be a good time to bring up the fact that I believe Mickey's voice actor has changed again, or he may have refined it, but man, so many people connected to the series have died in the time it has taken for Kingdom Hearts 2 to become Kingdom Hearts 3.
It's still Brett Owen, I think. Where you might be getting confused is he has a different VA for those wacky shorts that are more recent.
Yeah, or, you know, again, maybe he's refined his method. But yeah, a few voice actors have died this time. Wayne Allwine, obviously. There was Christopher Lee, who was Diz. You know, Corey Burns shows up. And, more damning, Leonard Nimoy as the voice of your main villain. And let me tell you something, I have a lot of things to say about his replacement when we get there.
He's replaced by another beloved sci-fi, like, guy, I suppose, but he's no Spock, and he's no Leonard Nimoy voicing Xenon. Let's just leave it that way.
Yeah, we'll get more into that later on, I think.
This happened alright. I gripped a strange man's Keyblade on the shores of my home.
Strength to protect what matters.
I just wish after every one of those little memory things that come up using, obviously, the non-advanced graphics, they just looked at the camera. You played that one, right?
Can't tell.
Oh, Jesus. I love breaking the fourth wall, but not really in a Deadpool sort of way. Please never put Deadpool in Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts does not need to turn to the camera after every crazy or convoluted story beat and say, wasn't that wacky? That doesn't usually happen in well-written games. I'm so sick and tired of quote-unquote fans thinking Kingdom Hearts needs to make fun of itself when the charm of the series comes from its sincerity.
Deadpool 1 was still a really good movie, though. No pun in Kingdom Hearts, but it was probably... They could have made Deadpool a lot worse, and he was actually fairly restrained in that film, thank God.
Yeah.
How do you feel about the plaid? That's, I guess it's the style of the time in Kingdom Hearts 3, mate?
What Riku's wearing?
Well, everyone's wearing plaid. Have you not noticed? Oh yeah, Sora hasn't gotten his plaid yet, so...
Yeah, but there's a lot of plaid. I guess that's in. I'm personally a t-shirt and jeans kind of guy. I have plaid at times. Sometimes I've gone plaid. That's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Like, can you just imagine if, like, in Kingdom Hearts 4, like, sorry, Sora, you've been away for so long, all we have is, like, a t-shirt from Disneyland and a pair of, like, scraggly jeans for you to wear.
This beach.
My God, it's going back to Kingdom Hearts 2 again. I've been to see him. He looks a lot like you. His name is not Dongs. I'm what's left of the pizza.
Yes, thank you. You can watch KH2 abridged. I cut up, like, fucking 9 hours of commentary. Actually, no, I tell a lie. I cut up 30 hours of commentary into a 9-hour vid. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so either way, it's worth the watch, I think.
Did too.
He left Aqua here. Did Michael Mouse all this time and never went back to her, even though you can clearly see he's able to get in and out of the realm of darkness pretty easily.
Oh, okay, I'll just hit her car alarm. That'll find her.
So then,
it's just like there's they don't go into that as well as I think they do. And again, this is something I may want to get into a little bit more later. But the thing they were trying to do with Aqua doesn't really work in this game. And I'll leave it at that for now.
I will say, some people have compared, like, climaxes in this game to Steven Universe, and I'll agree with that, because the pacing isn't that great in KH3. I think they should have started with a lot of the important story beats much earlier than the final third of the game, I can tell you that much. But the emotional payoff makes them worth it. Only just, but it makes them worth it.
I want to say, right now, I hate the Demon Tower. I think it's a shitty boss and a shitty design. It's just a bunch of shadows stacked on top of each other, and they use this motherfucker like 4-5 times. I don't know why. It's really not that interesting of a design for an enemy harness. It's just a bunch of shit stapled together. Nothing cool, but they use it so often, and it's so lame.
Well, the reason is twofold even. Twofold reason. Double excuses. Number A, they had the model from Kingdom Hearts 0.2, so I guess they felt it was easy to put in. And number B, I guess the darkness is growing stronger, and thus leads to multitudes of like shadows combining and so on.
I guess, but you could have done something like, I mean, fuck, we've trashed Darkseid. That made more sense in terms of maybe a bunch of darkness stacking together. Darkseid only really shows up once, which is weird. I mean, they had a Darkseid fight, it's tradition by now, but nope, here comes Demon Tower again.
I will say, playing as Riku alongside Mickey is pretty fucking late. I wish there were more playable characters throughout the game, because besides, like, Sora and Riku, there's one more, I believe, when there should really be about 6 to 7 or so, given the fucking Guardians of Light, even if it's just for one sequence that you can choose.
Yeah, just pick their abilities, that's fine.
Oh, no. Jesus!
Oh no, I didn't move! Plus I got owned, I'm not owned.
Wow, Mickey, you sure are good at losing friends. What's up with that? That's another complaint a lot of people have about the game. They say that the characters job a lot. I'm not that cynical. I judge it via the scene.
I am. They job a lot in this game.
Fair dues, though.
What?
Is that what happens when you
Because
just, like,
somebody
fart in
needs
water, and you just kind of hear the after effect?
I'm not acknowledging that. Instead, I'm going to focus on what's actually happening in the scene. How sad is it that, you know, obviously I'd watched the pre-release content, so I could like guess who it was talking to Riku here. But even if I hadn't, I would have been able to tell because they didn't mask it enough for nerds like me to understand who it was.
I didn't really get it at first. Then later on, I kinda got it. There are some parts that I'm admittedly still a little lost on, only because they don't really explain it that well, and I don't really care enough to go down on it that much, so...
Wow, really could have phrased that better, man.
I probably could have, you're right.
You out first.
Well, the Demon Tower is beaten and will never come back ever again. But Riku, never again, Mickey.
But we're not.
Here's DLC, it removes all Demon Towers from the game, thank God, it's just $3.
Yeah. Thanks to the new gear.
Yes, their clothes give them extra protection in the realm of darkness. That's what the plan is for.
Oh.
This is a weird thing because they've established that, you know, obviously by now Keyblades are a dime a dozen. They're magic weapons, and yet they can actually break consistently. I always thought it was kind of like something that can regenerate on its own. Everybody has their own Keyblade, but no, it can break. Like after this, Riku and Mickey actually get like whole new Keyblades, and I did not realize it was that easy. Because let me tell you something, Axel's Keyblade probably should have gotten fucking replaced as well. Okay.
Yeah, I guess so. I do love how he wields it, as we'll see later in the game, but it's weird how Mickey says we should have powered up our Keyblades before coming in here. Why didn't you do that for the end of Kingdom Hearts 2, if you could do it so easily?
Because Mickey is stupid in this series. He's actually fairly dumb.
He is a little bit. Like, he probably got the rule of, like, Disney World or Town, just because no one else wanted to take it.
To be fair, who do you want ruling? Goofy? Donald?
Like
Goofy is a benevolent leader, but he will not... Oh, a weird joke that probably came across better in the Japanese version.
Okay.
There are a few places where you can tell they kind of directly translated the
right.
Japanese, and it's a little odd. There's like
Sora
one moment
could
near
fall
the end of
into
the
any
game where
darkness and swing
Zenmus
his
will
way
say
out.
a phrase. I'm like,
Besides,
wait, was that supposed to
we
be
won't be
like a
long.
Japanese translation?
Right.
Or
Are we talking about also ran? Because that's an actual term.
Yeah, I've never heard of it before in the English language, so...
You realise that's a
Keyblade
you
anymore.
problem, right? That's not the game, it's just you
Might as
being
well leave it
uncultured.
here
What if it's my problem that I blame everything else but
for
me?
the other me.
I'm gonna let it slide. All this being said, Riku and Mickey together are still bros and are some of the best parts of the game. Riku is still a bro. He's a Keyblade Master through and through. And Sora does not deserve to be Keyblade Master yet, because he constantly
For
gets...
some reason.
No, he constantly gets punked over and over because he runs in and lets his heart do the talking, whereas Riku's more like, maybe I should protect my heart, you know, the thing that powers my Keyblade.
I don't know. It's kind of hard to critique people based on how intelligent they are, when a lot of the writing in this, as you know, is pretty bad, so I can't really critique somebody making a dumb decision because it's within character, you know?
Now, some worlds in the game are just cutscenes. I'm not entirely sure if there is any, like, playable areas of the Mysterious Tower, but let's face it, we didn't really need to, like, go here for, like, a 5th time. It works best as just, like, a nexus point for meeting and discussing plot points.
We're here to discuss your performance, Sora. We think your numbers have been slipping.
I still learned a lot.
You're currently at Kingdom Hearts 2. We need you at 3 at the very least. Yeah, get ready for them to bring up the power of waking a lot. It is kind of nebulous and not really well defined, but it sure is important.
Yeah, better get that thing that we say is important. What is it? Who knows? Just get it.
Donald, you'll be in a fucking crepe before your hand touches my head, mate.
I'm actually really glad Donald is more aggressive in this game. He was actually fairly tame in the previous games, but now he is properly Donald fucking Duck. And as we'll see later on, he has the title of Donald fucking Duck for a reason.
Hell yeah. They actually did the same thing to Scrooge. He felt a bit more like the old Disney cartoon, as opposed to like, oh, lad, I'm all happy and whatnot, which isn't really Scrooge, even in the Disney version.
We were here before, but you didn't wait.
Just 5 minutes, I got bored.
We love you, Michael Mouse. Please bestow us with your godly powers. I have acquired fox.
Why are you calling him Michael Mouse?
I don't know, it's a meme in the communities I run with in regards to Kingdom Hearts, because what do you think Mickey is short for?
That's true. Maybe Mickard, like, you know, Richard, short for that is Dick? Dicky? I don't know.
Mickard!
Oh, what a shame.
No, I can't. It's too much. Let's just focus on getting Sora's powers back. Aqua's still lost in there. Everyone's getting pwned right now. There's some wipeouts. There's some wipeouts happening here.
Yeah, maybe we should also just sit down, think of a plan, kind of consider our resources. Nah.
It's fine. We'll just wing it.
Yeah, we'll just make new Keyblades magically out of nowhere. Come on.
I mean, I almost said Xemnas there for a second. Jensen may have doffed his mantle, but he still has all the powers and abilities of a Keyblade Master, I would assume, which includes handing out Keyblades.
Yeah, and that doesn't really show up that much in this game, even though they probably should have.
Whatever. No?
She's kaput. She's iced. She shuffled off this mortal coil.
To quote Power Rangers, she was destroyed.
Yes, of course, or sent to the other dimension.
It's okay, I can see Aqua's parachute in the Realm of Darkness.
They could reach her down there.
Oh god. Did Aqua, like, go for a swim, like, getting bored, waiting those 10 years for Mickey to come and save her?
As we'll find out, going in a swim in the Dark World is actually an extremely bad idea.
Yeah, don't do it.
Plus, nobody's seen Terra in ages.
See, here's the thing with Kingdom Hearts 3. A lot of the plot progression relies on certain dominoes falling into place. Like, in order to get Ventus, we need Aqua. Where is Aqua? She's in the Realm of Darkness. Why can't we just go in there and save her? Because Mickey didn't really bother, or he couldn't find her fast enough and whatnot, so he dealt with other things for 10 years. But again, time flows differently in the Realm of Darkness. And where's Terra? Oh, the enemy has him. So, they could have started the whole train or the ball rolling from like minute 1 after Sora finishes Olympus, but I get why they left it for the final third so as to have a really memorable finale, and I do really like the finale to KH3. It stands almost head to head with the KH2 finale for me, but to say any more would be a bit of a spoiler.
I can see the point, but I really would have preferred they did kind of fill it out more, because again, particular elements that come up would have fared so much better with proper plot and character development throughout the whole game. But again, you don't really do that because you have to do the Kingdom Hearts, you know, Disney filler worlds as a result, which does weaken the finale, I think.
Mickey and Riku, I recall that Master Aqua journeyed to many worlds.
All of them you can't go to anymore for some reason.
Oh yes, go to the one where cutscenes are the only thing there. There you will find information.
The EA world? Master?
We don't talk about that. It has long been sealed to the darkness.
Yep, fucking dark, you're right.
I love how Mickey nonchalantly says,
Keyblade
oh,
is damaged,
we need
and
new
the
Keyblades
hardness
and
felt
whatnot, as if he was saying, oh, we're out of milk, master.
So we're gonna need to get replacements before
I
we
guess
can
with Sora
continue.
gets all his different keychains, I suppose.
case,
Keyblades,
rendezvous
just
with
making them
Kyrie
out of
and
nowhere.
Lee.
It's
They are
fine, I
continuing
suppose.
their
Yeah,
training
Kyrie and
to
Lee
the
are off
Wizard Merlin.
training right now to
Yes,
use a
sir.
Keyblade, not necessarily to fight on the level of Sora and Co, but just to use a Keyblade. So keep that in mind when criticisms come up later down the line.
Trust me, it does not go as well as you think it should.
I kind of want Riku's little suitcase there, it seems pretty dope.
We got him.
What? No fair!
Bullshit, I wanted to go to Hot Topic. You made me go to Burlington Coat Factory!
Sora, you don't want fancy clothes, you just want to slide down like a sand dune in a suitcase. It's alright, you can admit it, we're all friends here.
A gift.
Yeah, I kinda wanna do that, but that's not the point. Alright, fine.
You spoiled brat, you get the one without collar.
Thanks!
Donald and Goofy get fuck all.
The back of the shirt has a built-in hood. Everybody will love you.
So it took extra time to prepare them. In addition, there is a gift from Chip and Dale inside.
Cool.
Oh wow, a free gift card.
No, it's Chip and Dale with the gifts, but because there's no air holes, he opens it up and Chip and Dale's bodies are just rattling around.
Oh, wow. And Jiminy's here, by the way, because I legit keep forgetting Jiminy Cricket is in this fucking series. I really do, because he stays out of the picture so often.
Well, I mean, in a like dimension where everyone exposits every little detail about themselves, it's nice to have a guy on the sidelines who's just like very common sense and proper. And he's right, you can't have a journey without Jiminy.
Okay.
What
That
is
is a
this?
hard
Yeah, these are
one.
the items you get to summon
Think of it as a
people.
good luck charm.
Again, I
Just
completely
for you.
forgot about these. You do get a
Have a
few
gift
ones.
sort of
Ariel
connecting
shows
with
up as
others.
one. That's the only time we get
This
Atlantica.
makes that gift
And Simba
stronger.
as well shows up as one. Stitch, I believe, is one.
It's time to go.
One of the Dream Eaters is Mau Wow or whatever. I think there are others. I don't remember.
May your heart be your guiding key.
You see, they didn't subtitle that because he's just always been saying it. Yeah, it's bullshit, I don't really understand it either, but hey, we can summon Meow Wow now. I don't know if this is related to the end of, I think it was Dream Drop Distance, where Sora went away to Traverse Town to, like, find the Dream Eaters again. I was unsure of what that plot point was about, so if someone more intelligent can explain it in the comments, I would really appreciate that.
I just don't think they went anywhere with it, Tom. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it was just brought up and then dropped.
Look, alright, I've only just put my clothes on. At least give me a minute to think about where we need to go next.
I do like the new
Give me a
Kingdom Hearts 3
break,
clothing.
okay?
The
told
colors are
you,
good. I think they
these
mix
things
together
take
pretty well. It's a little bit
time.
more subdued.
Gosh,
Again, I do
is it
see the
just
plaid,
me,
but at
or
least
is
he
this
doesn't have the
turning
yellow
into a
straps kind of
routine?
sticking out on him. So it's a good design.
I think it's a good middle ground between the first and second outfits, honestly, and never forget Sora's onesie.
From you, Sora.
Huh? I'm bringing?
I forgot to turn my ass off, sorry.
What's this?
He doesn't know how to use technology.
Donald's like, what the
Don't
fuck
know
is this
how.
noise machine? Hey man, you have to
this?
drag up to make sure it answers.
Huh? Dale?
Oh my god, you're trapped inside the tiny box, I'll save you!
Dale and Chip. That's the wrong order. Dale and Chip.
Do you think they're ever gonna bring in the other Rescue Rangers into the
No.
series? Okay.
No. You know we can't have anything nice.
I just want TV series and whatnot, okay? You've already used Corey Byrne as the voice for Zeus, you're so close I can taste it.
Well, you're not going to get it. But instead, here are Star Wars characters for some reason. So fuck you.
Oh, you finally finished it. Say, with this
So they
telephone, we
invented
can
cell
talk to each
phones
other across
in this
worlds.
game, in this
In
world,
fact,
in this
I might even
series.
try writing
Chip
my
and Dale
journal on
invented
it.
the cell phone, which is great.
It's a little bit more impressive than a cell phone. Like, what, you can ring over the world here, but you can ring over the universe with the gummy phone.
It's got this weird case on the back. The points keep kind of sticking out and hitting my thigh. Not a huge fan of it, but it's got enough storage room inside, and you can put it in a micro SD card, and the battery is changeable too, which they're really kind of getting rid of those on modern phones. Also, Ienzo is here. I didn't recall giving you permission to show up.
Huh? Oh.
I guess we haven't spoken since the castle.
Now, I'm gonna be that big, nitpicky nerd bitch. Also, Alias and Dylan do not speak, which is fine for, it's fine for Alias, since he's like the silent hero, but Dylan was a bit more rambunctious.
I just think it's funny that Ails is just like, I don't want to talk to you. Just fuck you guys, I don't want to talk to you.
Now, getting back to that thing, Castle, does he mean Castle Oblivion? Because I went back and I read the script for Chain of Memories, both versions, and Sora and Zexion do never converse.
This is true. Like, only Riku does it. I would imagine at most, Sora got the fill-in from somebody else besides Naminé, rearranging all of his memories. So it's true that they never met, which is good. Zexion does have a stupid weapon, and I'm always going to pine for somebody to have Balrog until I die.
Fair dues. Oh, Balrog, the weapon from the MC5.
Yes, any gauntlet weapon, I just think that'd be great.
Anyway, like I said, it's a nitpick, it's not a plot hole, and it's not a retcon. It's just a weird inconsistency.
So at this point, I admittedly am sitting here going, alright, which one of these guys is going to betray us? Because I know how this game works. No doubt, they're probably setting something up. And they kind of do, then they kind of don't.
Yes.
That's okay. I think I was kind of pining on somebody betraying the group and going back to Xehanort, but really who works for them are kind of who you expect.
I will say, if you do the secret battle gates, you'll get the secret reports for the game. Make sure you read those if you start to complain about certain characters flip-flopping. It will make a lot more sense. It's kind of like how people think. No spoilers, Xehanort changed his goal or motive towards the end of this game. He doesn't. You just haven't really gone back and read the Birth by Sleep secret reports in a while.
Man, I'll double check, but I'm not sure if I agree with you on that one, actually.
Well, who knows more about the Kingdom Hearts franchise than me, in terms of HFC, right?
Well, I've read the wiki, I'm an expert, basically.
To be honest, we still have a plethora of questions on our side.
Should I update to 3.0? Will Joker come with the update? Nobody knows.
Man, I updated the MCP and now he keeps monitoring my social media. Fuck.
God, it was really jarring recording a batch of Star Wars The Clone Wars for a patron, because Corey Byrne is in that, and he uses the same exact voice he did for Sark in the MCP too.
It's pretty good.
Oh, well, now we're free of that emo, we can actually get back to what we were talking about, but it's fine. We said everything we wanted to anyway.
Yeah, the problem though is that FaceTime on this phone will monitor you even when you're not using it, so you gotta watch out until they patch that. Oh, this ought to be good.
Do I look like I know how to fucking... look alright.
He comes from like a 1930s world, doesn't he?
I was going to say, we just got the light bulb. What the fuck are you expecting of me?
The others are following Aqua's heart. So I'll follow Roxas's heart.
Alright, yeah, makes sense.
You have to remember, the most advanced technology in Jiminy's world is a puppet powered by magic. That's the most advanced it gets.
The little homunculus Pinocchio. I like Pinocchio as a film, but yeah, we're going to Twilight Town. So get ready for some more critiques and whatnot, because man, I have some for that place.
Can't wait.
Oh, come on. Yes, we're finally at free!